Now, an advanced challenge. Oof. Okay. If you got the skills, you can feel free to research here to learn how to do inline style attributes, which we're not going to be learning at all, actually. We're not going to be doing inline at all. We're going to jump right to creating tags in our style tag next lesson, and then eventually our external CSS, and then inline is just another attribute. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can click it here. I am going to complete this lesson, so feel free to pause the video. And if you're ready, I'm going to start in just a few seconds. We are going to be recreating this page in this case. So here it is. Let's read the instructions. Use an image tag to display an image of a computer. Boom. Wrap the image around a link tag and make it clickable. Cool, it's clickable. Make a border. Make the image open up a link in the new tab. It does. Give a border that's green and 5 pixels thick. Perfect. And add 5 inline styles anywhere else in the project. Okay. So let's recreate this one. It's not going to be exactly the same. It's going to be a different computer. So let's do this. First thing we're going to do is create an image tag. And let's see. I'm going to create an image tag. Now we should get a picture. So one more time, I'm going to type in computer, images. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to right click and do open image in new tab, or you'll do in Firefox a view image so that our image looks like this by itself. I'm going to copy this URL, and this is what we're going to use in our project. I'm going to put that in right there, and boom, there's our image. It's a little bit bigger, but we're going to leave it like that just for now because we're going to include in the inline styles perhaps a width that way. Or we can use the attribute. Let's use the attribute since you're already familiar with it. So to the right of this SRC attribute, I'm going to add another one called width. It's going to be 300px. Let's see how it looks. Already much better, at least more workable. Now wrap the image around the link tag to make it clickable. And here is the trick. This image tag is this right here. You can tell there's nothing fancy about it. You can't move it, not really. Can't click it, but it's an element all the same. So I am going to add an A tag. Now, question for you. Do you agree that if I did an A tag here, this is clickable? That this is a correct use of a, hold on. That this is the correct use of a link tag. The only reason it's not glowing is because I haven't included a destination, which I will in a second, but pretty much we're saying that by wrapping this this text right here around this and putting this A tag around it, anything on the inside is going to go to its destination, which in this case is going to be right. So we're wrapping this whole text inside of these A tags, and now it goes to Google, as you can see down here. Boom, right there. So couldn't we do that also with a image? We could. This is technically already done. All we need to do is add the href. So what I did is that I created my image tag, I set the width, it's done. And then outside with the image tag as like the meat inside of a sandwich, I'm just going to separate this again so you can see the difference. I'm going to tell the computer, hey, anything inside of this A tag, make it linkable. And in this case, instead of text, it's this image. So we go into our href, into our first tag, and we add our href attribute, and we add our destination. And as you can see now, hovering over the image, it is linkable to the destination that was set. Boom. Now we're going to add our target value, our target attribute with a value of underscore blank. This makes the link open up in a new tab, like so. And now all that's left is we want to add a border. So what we're going to do is we're going to include an inline style on the image. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it on the link tag because it won't work as well. You want to do it on the image. So over here to the right of width, like any other attribute, I'm going to include a new attribute called style that we haven't worked with. And it also takes values. Now, inside of here, we're going to write real CSS. This is why I'm not going to teach it, because it's a little convoluted. But pretty much, as soon as you have the style attribute, you can add any CSS you want separated by semicolons. So we'll learn this in the next lesson, but the very first one I'm going to add is a border. And I think we're done. We have what we need here. It's linkable. It opens up a new tab and it has a green border. And the last thing is we want to add 5 inline styles anywhere in the project. So I'm going to keep going. Each one of these gets separated with a semicolon. Now I'm going to add a little bit of padding, 25px on all 4 sides. Let's bump that up to 50. That's 1, 2, 3 more. I'm going to add some margin on all 4 sides to kind of center it a little bit. Cool. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add opacity, even though it's not gonna look good, but at least you'll see that this is possible. See, it's a little bit clearer now. And I'm actually gonna change the border style to be dashed. And it worked. So I added my 5 inline styles: border, padding, margin, opacity, and border style. And has the green border as discussed, and the whole image is linkable and opens up to a new tab. And we're done with the advanced challenge. Congratulations if you got this far. Make sure you rewatch this part if you want to really get into it. And I know I said this is going to be the last video, but this one went on a little bit longer than I expected. So we're actually going to do the resources and the homework and the closing in a very short final video for this section. I'll see you in that one.